We dey salute una for outside the country people dem. Another day for inside Tori House. Na time for talk and talk wetin wey pass inside the week country people dem. And sabi say this week wey just pass on Friday for place wey dey call am say Boya Road. E be block halfway for people dem dey comot from Bukwango or Likoko Membia wey dey go small support. We hear say boy dem wey dey be don left gone. Dey dey vex say since wey dey keep dem inside DDR center. They never fit for do thing wey dem dey promise with the talk side from governor. But sabi say this afternoon for that side, so for Miselele na on top land for 25 hectares wey they don put foundation stone for that DDR center. We dey hear say na Nkunkuma sef e don put money say may work e start for the quick we go talk that one this afternoon. We go take una to enter for inside Kumba week wey just finish. We talk this ex-Amba general wey they call am Aspirito wey e dey so army people dem attack for that side for Kuke from Bonge subdivision. They kill ye and some other fight people dem. We go talk that one and we go talk to chapter for Corona. Inside Corona we sabi say the whole this week minister for sick people Oga Manauda Malashi e be the try for meet up with the scientific people dem and other people there they get sense inside problem for science for check as well this AstraZeneca vaccine wey Cameroon e wan buy am on top this sick for Corona. They go fit for look inside whether e dey safe or e no dey safe. We go talk that one this afternoon and we go take una to enter for other tori dem. We get pikin wey die for Sika fire for inside Achang or for West region this week wey pass, and this teacher dem too wey dey make waka for vex for that side. So for college Susanna wey e dey try for tell we say wetin 150 of them dey vex say they no dey pay them money and they dey by force them for go for some particular church wey if they no go the church or Sunday they dey cut them 2,000 for their salary. Some of the things they will hear on top that waka for vex for the teacher them for college Susanna for Brazzaville for Douala here. We get plenty things them we will discuss inside Tori for a Pidgin news debate. For Tori House, as well as Sabi, where we dey talk chapter for sick, chapter for skin. We must to get person to get sense plenty for that chapter. So we say good afternoon for Reverend Dr. Glory Befekem. He be na pastor, the same time doctor for Presbyterian General Hospital, Bepanda, Douala, Cameroon. Reverend, I salute you.
Thank you, Ambassador. And I trace salute for everybody for there for Acha Bepanda Hospital. The practitioners, them, all the patients at the throne are salute. And
another person we get them for here na face who see am too, Nigerian man, na face who they come on too, but he don't stay, we never come. Job Desiree, I salute you.
Thank you, Tori boy. Good afternoon, and good afternoon for all the millions of televiewers they following now 100%. I want to say, as they see me so, na say na manpower, like I know for be for here. No, I lost my papa. Yes. And the one take side, I share for my family where they following now, especially my mom, my mommy, Emilian, precious image of who he had. Pa died for 80 years. I think this one a celebration, this one not for cry. Me just hold heart and for all the family say me they hold their heart.
Yes, and we did take the same opportunity for talk share for Job Desiree and the family plus Ellen Kembu where he surely did looking for site for Boya for the loss, and we will take opportunity to for talk Ashia for the Osa family for that side too for Boya where it did so they start for prepare for bury Pa Ben where he died for that side so for Bafia burial. It will be next week. So we did talk Ashia for all people there they don't losses this weekend as so sabi narrate for all people them. Bet before we enter for tourism for this afternoon, maybe with you Job we go talk National Assembly and Senate. It be surprise you for say Kavaige Jibril he turn back on top chair and Nyat Masen Jifenji to turn back on top chair.
If you see me I laugh, so that's it be some terrible thing. It no surprise me, Ambassador. Look, I be say this one has on click. It be like now some nyongo where the people that they inside way. If the head is there for the tail, it must still continue to follow the head. You know, as we Popol is there for up the Kunkuma, it there for up the it get some it keep them way it will come with them. We don't prepare for die with them. We they understand themselves. If you look at all them, they nearly did the same age. You know that people they don't be scenes in those days of Aijo. So they be work together Where even if they do now how they go for which kind of election, those two people they go, those three people they will always win. You get Papa Nyat, you get you have called a great grandpapa Nyat, and this man Kavayege waiting for talk self that problem. But they and no, they never ever talk say no one time we no go stand. If it's told you no go stand, nothing angata they wait you. So you know be surprise me ambassador. And you know if those kind of people they rule we, they do for top, they rule we, the country go always the country go always go now for back. You know if you get ancestors and for up, then you feel say country go grow. You know if you ever grow, so you know be surprised. Nobody that's one to be surprised. They go always continue so till they go and Google go decide say you know day again before you start to shake one by one. They will always carry them so even for which year they will continue the rule we.
Yango, for you, I go look inside Bible. The talk say, each people them, na people them wisdom. The people they on top like head chair. You ever read Bible all the time. Now wisdom for we.
Ambassador, thank you very much. You know when the Bible talks about 3 squares plus 10, above that kind of age, the physiological changes not fit support such an individual, you know, for carry out the normal activities. If wisdom they go with age, the best thing where these people they be fit for doing, I say they be fit for put into leadership those very young ones, and then with their wisdom they just guide from background. For this kind of situation where they see this our great grandpa them, it just show we the kind of situation where we all would they inside for Cameroon. Almost everyone, our hands are tight, the mouths are tight. We don't cry a lot, we don't shed enough blood, and we believe say for now, wait where most Cameroonians at the talk now just say there is time for everything.
All right, and also talk for now this afternoon. We go talk. Maybe Imogen they go surely come on Monday for Inside Tori House, or maybe even from this evening time. Sabi Sebse Fayengo Francis, we be na the head boy for DDR Center. He don't just come up for put foundation stone for the DDR Center where they go build them for that side. So for Miselele, now for inside for the outskirts for Tico and just for Sabi Koni people them. Now for on top 25 hectares for land as we to re-enter for we we go a talk on top that chapter 25 hectares of land, and we hear say they go build that center for 9 months. It means say work it go start one time, then inside 9 months the center go don't turn up, and we hear say inside the center we go get football fields, we go get dormitories, we go get church for inside, and we hear say Kunkuma already give special amount for money for say me they use them for build this center quick make it turn up. And also the year the DDR people then get their strategic partners in where they no like for name them, now them they go build that and then they will can do that work, and with the year saying 9 months for do that work DDR center where they go build and bet Yango this one it concern this boy they don't left gone. I believe saying some big step for these boys them, at least center we go be now only for them, no now for inside Postal Institute again.
You're right, Ambassador. Now big step this way government they take them, and with the equally hope say government no go just the give food and the continue to support these people and for stay for day without maybe also teaching them how to get the food. So in as much as this center they be constructed, would the pray and hope say government equally could come up with better options for these people, for train them, for give them other skills, so that even when they go back for society be integrated, they could be able for become independent. Equally, may government not forget say some of these boys before going there, they or men, they beget families, maybe wives, children, and so at the pray say make they equally look at that social aspect on how equally while they fit equally accommodate their families.
Now, Yango, before I leave you, I will ask you one question. Maybe inside that center, someone to catch my attention. Now, say church to go there inside. And I believe say that one, it be get for catch your own attention too. Say church there inside, but we sabi say for long, plenty people they don't the ask and say me they bring back religion for school. Say religion no they think that they don't spoil for inside country.
Exactly. Now, either way, you know, I said a very good initiative. When these boys and be confined in that way for this kind of environment with the churches where they go plant them already for day and the education, You know, it can give them another scope, another view, another way for look at life, and also for see how they feel amend and for stop the violence and equally for live peacefully. So the church aspect where they bring up for the recreational aspects, now very wonderful idea by the government. But again, the social aspect, they with their families, make government not forget, and equally for equip these men so that, because I'm not sure, say, Ambassador, I'm not sure, say, they want to keep them there for the rest of their lives.
Sure.
Yes. Equally for equip them so that the strategies where they put in place, when they go come out for day, make them equally become builders in society, wherever they go locate themselves.
All right, Job, DDR Center, Foundation Stone where they don't put them. For Miselele, they say now 9 months they go use and build that house. And Fayongo Francis, he don't talk, say they saw 27 boys them. They left their gun yesterday. Sabi say the boy then they be vexed. We will talk that one some more time. But he said 27 people they don't left gun them again. But the center where they build them, not just a corner road where they go down for inside that tico.
Yes, Ambassador, this issue now so other way that now for thief money. I say for thief money because government gets so many projects the way they don't start them, they start and they abandon them. When
So you know, for you know, sure say that 9 months they will.
I'm not sure.
But they don't say na big man for a 2D.
Yeah.
He don't even sign.
Now, so he signed plenty. We will know that one. Now, so he signed plenty contract, but people they take them. People they take and they start the contract very well after they abandon them. But Ambassador, I look this issue. So before they want even start all this kind of thing for create such a thing like DZR, how did they handle the situation first? Now, how did they handle them on the ground before they want to create that DZR? Fine. If before they want to see that they create that one, how did they handle the other one for Bamenda and the one we did for Boya? How did they treat the guys them? Where they say they want to create big ones so they will get church for inside. Me sense now other means it for take and thief money. Now fine, now good idea, but they do them in the wrong time. May they stop the war first. May they stop the war. They go sit down for table. They talk and then they fit try for come out for some concrete solution before they fit go say me they create a center. And when they want to do, if you look the other project where they want put them, they go, they start them, they need to finish them. If you hear say people don't start work, you want to see work at the strike because say money never come. You want to say you don't pay workers them, they think can end so. Or the creator and say nothing manage them. So may they look into the issue, the problem. Wait to start this issue before they want to create center. May they solve them before they can create sons. May they can't create before they can create center. May no can create center. Start them after I want to see. They say the person will be in charge. Money no they need pay workers them. It can be like how we did for other places the way we know. So now good idea where government don't bring them bet in the wrong time. May they solve this matter first. How do they take them for solve the matter? For kill them, not for solve the problem. They don't keep plenty general. And most of our general, they will hear only this one, the one they come today that we don't die before you know say this general but they exist. You go hear general this, now where don't die. General that, now where don't die. Why any announcer says on general they for so and so side, that's what they call it. Will they find way for catch you? Now where you don't die before years, say on general be this way they call it say general Nokia, general this, general that. Now where you don't die, and then they come and they go put them for junction, they expose them. Now so it goes to go solve this matter. They instead cause more harm than good. So no, so they give us solve. They find ways down for round for one table. We talk, and then the matter be solved before they see how they create center for the boys that don't live gone.
All right, foundation stone, it already be there. They say 9 months. We don't start do the counting, and that 9 months, we will surely be there for see whether they respect the time. Well, just for Sabi, before the foundation stone with everyone put on today, we Fayengo Francis SLB day for Boya this afternoon. Country people them on Friday. It no be day fine at all for people that will they be come out from small support. One day they be come out maybe from Moliko where they pass through class quarters. For go for Likoko maybe I will no be day them at all. Make we take una see as we Friday be day for inside Boya as we with the top. This boy them where they be don't left gone. They be decide for block roads for that side. So for a Postal Junction country people them and this road where they block them according to Tori we enter we here. The vex if they na say wetin say it so ngom na be talk for them say they go be for inside the center for 7 months after they go integrate them for different workplace them so that they fit start do their own small kind of work them but they don't sit down for them for 2 years. They say chop they know they get chop chop for some kind way they be get for get them and other thing the way you know they come. So on Friday, country people them even before the foundation stone wey they be one put them this as Saturday for that side. So for Miselele boys they be block road, so if you make them motor them they no be fit for cross go for Bukwango Likoko. Now so to the one them where they come up for side for Likoko Bukwango side they no be fit for cross, come for side for Postal or maybe even small support when are the closest place that we day from sideway this thing it be pass on Friday. And just for Sabi, country people them, a Southwest governor inside the office, Secretary General, it be go there, one time we be here. Say this boy them they don't block road again. It be go there for try for go talk with this boy them, for talk for them, say waiting, see me they cool down their heart, say this so. Any promise when come now, it make them, they go ever meet up them. But some of the boy them, they be believe say waiting, say it this so they be fair fool them, they who gone. Now again they fool them again, put them for inside center we according to them they know the game no nothing. One of them will be talk for Tori house, he say get picking for outside, you know sabi as well that picking it day and the family, and on top that one too say he no even sabi when he go come up for the center. So if they expect say when Ngomna he talk say he go do something make it do, if no be so then say they go join, they go come out back them back again. If na chapter for say full for this side, full for this side, then they no go do. And be sabi would hear say as well five Yengo Francis he land for that side for Boyam. He don't talk for this boy them say no be na only for the make work for vex where he go solve this problem. But na say waiting anything when governor don't talk make them no over hot, say all the thing them they go come small. So now the image for Boya on Friday where the boy the vex, their big problem now say waiting one they say they go be for day for 7 months. After that one, they go integrate them, they give them small work, they don't be there 2 years. And on top, they say their feeding condition, no be na one way they fit talk, then they get family then too for outside. Pocket money, they know they get them.
Ambassador, I will tell that boy and say, it's sweet. It's sweet why? You know if you trust this government, you know if you trust this government. If people the way that they work, even for inside the government, say safe, the government they fool them. They say we go do. Then in short, the way they make campaign, they say we'll do this, they will do this. Then they do it. Then now when I want carry gun, when I can't surrender, they keep una, so that they fit una. Then they just say they go do this for una. Una the things that are true. I tell una say for me, other body do what they do and so me they catch all sin for prison. Me they catch. Una not go take gun, take and go kill people, do kind thing them, do commit atrocities. They can't carry una. When I can't hand gun, they can't take una. They give una chop, give una a fit una. Una they una feel free, give fresh air. After all that, those crimes una won't commit them, and then they come for can't cajole una. For this Cameroon government won't know for today. I want to say when I don't fail because this was government where I know very, very well today. So one ambassador when I look at that boy, they block road so. And then they come, I mean, they come out camp, police they come out camp, and come out camp, they just look and look at. The thing surprised me because he looks some man say some company or some group of people can't block roads. We know they are the kind of boys and so you see how they used to brutalize them. You see how they see how they block the whole main road. So they make motor, they make some motor then turn. They army they can't the carjo, then they say they beg, they say no. I want to look and so the thing they ask so many questions for my head. Say, but this boy and I boy and they say they hold gun, they can't surrender, body they commit atrocity, they can't hand gun, they can't block road now. So say government know how to do this, say government promise they go do this. So this one they talk say if they know how to integrate them, may they leave them there go back for bush. Why I look and so they say some game they inside the plan, some game they inside the plan. They use that body for play some game because you know if you carry gun, you fight government. Fight the government forces, you terrorize the population. Then you can't leave gun. They take una keep and they give una chop, they fit una. Then after that, come up block road say government will promise una say so that I go block road. Ambassador, some problem there. Something there inside this matter. Because if me and you, we government don't promise we come also and go block road. Can't say they go throw tear gas, do discussion and beat them. When I pray they don't carry gun, they cajole them. I raise my case.
Okay, Yango with wisdom from Bible. Maybe you feel guide me on top the one.
Ambassador, I think say my brother don't really analyze that situation because with the way they talk now, the questions and that way they run for most people their minds most of way. we talk about the grand pardon where they see there for government. How we could expect say people the way they could give a promise today, still they break them, they see there for day, then they can give a promise like that one, and then they respect them. Ambassador, it is just show the kind of situation where we dey inside. Sometimes some people they even fear self for talk. Not be say that the fear now wait way they go do for them, but now because they just fear for get heart attack because they talking don't over too much, over repetition of the things, so that you the talk, at the end of the day, if it develops some sickness where now you go again go start to suffer. Wait till my brother don't analyze them for them. Now the reality that way they for feel. When you see and so really a lot of questioning it come in. But again, if government say now for, because at the time when they want put them there, I don't know if that intention for the DDR center, it will be now one of the promises where they say they will build now. Well, if it be there good, if not, as they don't promise, where the promises by they say now 7 months, now 2 years. Now they don't promise DDR center with all the good things that they'll bring and they and with the Bible, with the church, with the prayer say as government, it no say when God they inside something, they think the worker, make them equally, they continue forget that those consciences. Say, make them the play now, wait till my brother don't talk for the politics, also game. So maybe as they don't talk, say they'll be the DDR center with the situation where they for on the ground now, make the try for do them and then for respect. Wait till they don't talk.
Okay, and just for Sabia Sweet, that one be passed for Boyam on Friday. For inside the Three Corners Junction for Bonakanda village, so for Boya subdivision for the week we just finished. We hear say some one pa they shoot it so they die, and 2 other people then they don't thief them go hide them so now we never fit for confirm whether they don't get their freedom. We hear say people they drink inside this popular place for that side for Three Corners Junction Bonakanda for Boya subdivision. Before some group for boys them they come, then they start make all man sleep with gun for their hand. Before people they want notice where they don't shoot one pa we on the sea they calling a molai come, and we hear say they be carry 4 people them go with them for bush, but 2 after they left them we no sabi the other 2. But the big question where people they ask how these people the money enter shoot gun, then even the security where they inside town we no sabi how Bonakanda day. They no be fit for year on top this chapter. Another big question where people they ask for 2 happen for Three Corners Junction, Bonakanda village, now for Boya subdivision.
Ambassador, now the confusing times and this way they really they inside. Now a kind of state of lawlessness. If you get an issue with me, you just need to mount some strategy. You come, you eliminate me, and nobody will take you anywhere. Because we hear a lot of camps, they be set up, people they be set up, and by boys, this, that. My brother, I don't talk for this. The solution, I say, make government continue to go back to the root causes. I think say this issue, we don't over sing and so now, so for even sing again, as I continue to talk, energy not there again. Now we say make government, because all this confusion, all this lawlessness inside society, now because there is something wrong. For fix what will be wrong, now for go remove the cause. Because when you remove the cause, now the treatment is okay. But if you every day you treat only the signs and the symptoms, the cause they for continue to produce the signs and the symptoms, and also the situation could escalate, and also could lose lives. See a father, we don't just lost his life like that. We don't know how many people they rely on it. So now some kind of confusing situation. Make government again, they really get those consciences. As they talk about church, they talk about God, make they get those consciences for really look into this situation so that the cause of this situation be addressed so that we fit again live in peace, Ambassador. Okay,
drop this other group. Some people they claim say maybe now just boy them where they want find their small money for their qua. Some of they talk now the same boy they will sabi say for now. Sabi who be who. All yes, man figure who he gone.
Now one of the repercussions that for war, Ambassador, when war there for some place, so many things that they can want, it will always occur. I know when war today, so gun they enter for people they will not get for hold gun for their hand, And when gun enter, people don't get a whole gun for their hand. They use them for the opposite way. Where instead, it will bring now more. It will bring now more. It will cause now more harm for the population. So now one of the things that we go always occur. You see now Boya be one of the peaceful place for live in. But now Boya don't be in some place now where you work as you see me taking an iron pot put onto your head because you don't know catch if you take a head anytime. With all the security, the uniform people ready for outside days on most of the time, yes, don't go book na bank, don't go do na this, motor don't jump person. So many kind of things that happen for Boya now. Where Boya be very, very peaceful. So now I also talk say government need for she don't think again. They go for that drawing board. They come back with some solution. Say make we talk this issue. If not be so, population for southwest and northwest they go always continue to they face this very. You hear last time they kidnap a journalists. And not one, not two for Boya. Boya we hardly hear say this kind of thing don't happen. You hardly hear say man come up for night. People they attack you. But hear some kind of thing with people will come up with gun. The way to say people on identify gunmen, how they talk about for big gamma, unidentified gunmen. And if it's so been as so people they get for whole gun, but they can't take and find their money. If it's so been a boys, the way native boys them, but I don't know why they get for kill them mula. When I say they don't send them kill them mula, when I say show power.
According to way the woman talk, they like say after when the shooting they happen, one of the boys and start the ask and say why you shoot that power, why you shoot that power. They like say they no be get plan for can shoot. They surely get other thing for their head.
So the government get for she don't talk this issue for make and say make gun and when gun come out, they end up bad people they have for take all back. It no go easy. So now only government hold the knife and the yam.
Okay, and we go finish on top this matter for Southwest and Northwest. Maybe in Southwest it be carry this week, and we go also remain for Southwest. For Kumba, for talk, for Bisek Junction, again, another general, according to way the uniform people then talk for we. In name na General Espirito, as we they talk for we, they say na he be the big general for that side from Bonge, na he be the control of Kuke, or that zone them from Bonge way they so, operation will be passed. He make they enter for the camp for place where we hear according to report we get from the uniform people them. They kill General Espirito and some of his own commander them plus other one them. Woman we Deutty White, we hear say na the woman we General Espirito be the stay with them before it dey so they can kill a master. So even it too it be there for before sorry they be the do presentation for the die body for that side. So for Kumba we all man all people they be only one struggle for see die body two way people them they no be ever life for the CM sometime but now it don't be na common thing for Southwest and Northwest particular since where the problem starts. Ntundong Chamberlain is also the key call for other one them for inside bush say made the left gun. Made them take example like Kawa Yannick and Nambere we he say the left gun they no be follow them say made them to the come out for outside for say made they no finity them and Sabi say this so they are general for B2 we night day for on top this operation. It we talk say it they no life for the kill but when person want show power them too, they force for use their own weapon for duty where they get for do with them. So now the operation will happen. Another general, General Espirito, for inside Kumba. But plenty people they don't they ask question why kill? You come show them for population. Say me they see die body. Waiting you go help. How you go help that people them? And me first time, and maybe certain the fear for see die body. But it like say don't be a common thing for people there.
Yes, ambassador, you know, in our French system, now so French, since we French people be there for Cameroon in those days of Makiza, when they catch some Makiza, this they call them Makiza. People you use collars for fight the government. When they catch big man for Makiza, so they do that time they begin cut the head surface, can expose them for the population. So now system this way French people use and ever since, according to them, they want make so from fighting the population, make they know say them they overpower the criminals them. But they don't know say that they radicalize the population. When you don't kill a criminal like that one for expose them, it don't make any sense. It show very primitive because you the show and so people are there around. They ask so many questions. Why on our kill can they expose them? And how many? When they ask themselves how many generals they don't kill them, and when they kill them, so wait till they change. They don't kill so many generals. And that's one way the foreigner says, since we have ever hear about some general, the way they be exist, and they hear me no one again, but we hear they kill this one, you want to be now general this, and most of the army they kill them, most of them are ever general. They never kill the generals.
They never kill simple one.
The simple one they kill them and say now why maybe you fight with them, they hear their name, they say no, they won't kill general. This they can't expose them. Last time they go kill a general, this man for where they kill him can't bring up Kumbadi. They kill him for for Libya them. Can they expose them? Okay, after that, wait it don't change. You see the war is still go on. So at the one back say and they come back again say no be the solution. This killing is not going to solve this matter. When I go kill so they already continue to kill the expose and kill the expose them. People they be radicalized. Think they only continue. Killing they continue. If they talk about the other people they will surrender. Then that boy they cry say when I do that. Me they come again when I can't carry the keep and say 7 months and you go to 2 years. Well, no Nasabi the war don't make how many years? It make the country they spend money for war for nothing. We fight ourselves. Money go. Country go for back.
Yango, they say for Queen Elisa, he talk. They say 2 wrongs, no make it right. 2 wrongs, they make right. It means say if you do me something, I do you something. They will one show say all will get equal power. It show say we know the one find some better solution.
Exactly, and we would live now in a country of everybody becoming blind. You know, in front of God, all souls matter. Everybody be important. Blood not the same. Body not the same. Whether you be a military person or you be amber as with the tagam or you be a civilian, everybody be very important in the eyes of God. So killing one party and jubilating, the next time we hear say now the amber they don't kill military, they jubilate for their own corner. You know, when they kill civilian, the 2 parties, you know, the jubilation, they start accusing each other. Now that kind of confusion. Now how many more people they will continue for the kill like this and expose in this way? Again, they continue for the art to wait till my brother talk and say, not be the solution this. The solution now for government for really realizing there is a problem. They don't deny problem. And now the problem then this way, it continue to escalate. And then they continue again for fuel the fire. Now true say these boys, the things that they do, it really be bad. Everybody, even on the other party, the military equally, when we hear the things and that they do, it be bad. All lives matter. So now for the 2 sides, for really and now for this country, you know, the opposite side not get power. My brother say now government get the yam and the knife. So now only them they feel continue for the decide. As they continue for the put the grandpapa them for the position them. If they decide today say medicine stop, it go stop. Because you and me we don't fight and so they will tire. They would still fight terminate the go. Now only them. So make they get a bit of conscience and stop all this, because this one will be the solution.
All right. We go come out for that side, country people them. We go left completely this chapter for Northways and Southways. For Pidgin News Debate, but also talk for now for this afternoon. The Toriwe come out for Boya, for Miss Elele. Now say the foundation stone for DDR Center Boya, they don't put them. And na 9 months where they go take do that work. We go enter for Douala for another case with some college speaking. He died last weekend. This one we pass. He go make 2 weeks already with some picking for school. He own friend. He takes scissors, throw him for his skin. One time, he took for a hat for inside some college for Peka 21 and will be reached for the family house where them says that they no be fit for understand. As we play, he go reach so the person go take scissors, he aim for another person for inside college. No be na self say na primary school and Sabi self say they want take that body for burial. But gendarme they say they want make investigate until that time he pass before they go fit for give back the pikin. For burial, Yango, some cannot in them for inside we school them. If no na chapter say picking them, they don't find them, they see them naked, where they do some kind funny thing where people they no be even expect. Now this kind of case, we picking, he die for some kind condition.
Ambassador, you know, when they film the way where they kill, you see military go film the way where it don't kill maybe Amber Boys. Amber Boys, they film the way they don't kill military or some civilian. You know, when would they film, how would they kill each other? And then those kinds of films that they go into social media. Now phones them be, you know, accessible to all the age group for society. So more begin go take phone, you want open up. Maybe take him mommy or papa phone where he keep and maybe go wash or maybe just dash out to do something. You know, no say go open them. When he go now, he go open them. Now he start to see how how they kill person, how they pierce. It took one for practice some. Formerly, we used to talk say, "May we guide our children from watching bad images on TV." You even hear some films that they go say not rated for this age group. But now we didn't make that kind of a situation, you know, accessible, easy access, you know, to the Pidgin. So what to expect? Now the team will the cook camp for society. Will the cook camp and will the train them for society. So these are the feedback. Now the result in this will get them. How Pidgin go manage take scissors or pierce in next friend if you know don't watch all those kind of things how they kill people, I just said make God continue for really the intervene for the situation they because it really be chaotic, it be damaging.
Job, inside college, government college for that.
Ambassador, so my friend he asked me say, Job, you don't realize that since this new minister will enter, this secondary minister will enter, you don't realize that since we enter and so atrocities they happen for inside secondary schools. That's why they asked me the question. I say, but why he talks? So he said because since this woman enter, so many atrocities they happen for inside secondary schools. You go see that if today you know here say for this secondary school they don't catch Pidgin and make law for inside school, tomorrow we hear say Pidgin don't come big teacher. The other time they show now how Pidgin he can't fight teacher for inside school. The other one here now say Pidgin don't go dance naked for water for Kumbade. So you see the society today for inside Cameroon here, Ambassador, right? When the head don't spoil, so therefore the tea it will be bad. We need for wash. Cameroon needs some cleansing. All man need for come out inside Cameroon and then they wash Cameroon very well. We need for turn back to God, Ambassador. Cameroon don't be so sensitive. If you say youth that they behave so, it means say water don't see for up, Ambassador. Because it don't too much every day. How in those days we don't hear this kind of thing. And I remember for that our days, Ambassador, we be very, very united. Remember say for inside school in those days, bucket water be there for inside class. All man they drink for the same bucket. One cup there on top that cover. You want drink, can't open them. You take them, chuck them inside a bucket. You drink, put them back for day. Think they be there fine, man. You see teacher like God. Before teacher one send Pidgin must look neat. That time one can't school you look neat for same teacher send you. But now you see teacher they go down for bar with a school Pidgin, they toast beer, they toast cigar. So we really need to change our system, and with the Ministry of the Education, they really don't find the think and well how they go do for bring back religion for inside school, for bring back royal science, for bring back so many subjects. The way they need to look at like something like a religion for school now, where you get religion, they need to look at like anything. But when instead religion, it be good. For GCE, if you get religion, they need to look at like something. But when you need to teach Pidgin how you get to be go closer to God. But for today, they need to teach them. Even
and civic education,
yes,
they want.
And parents too, they really need to get their time for that beginning because most parents now they look down, let Papa work. Papa will not go work, he come back, he don't tell them, I made the same thing, they leave all things about picking them. Again, they for house, begin they watch them for TV. So we need to go back for our drawing board to try to bring back picking them close to God, and the way how they be treated with her will be this more.
Okay, and top that chapter, we go take una enter for different side. Warren, we no go take number 6 for on top with control sheet. Cancel number 6. I hope you understand for that side. We will talk direct. Chapter for Corona and inside chapter for Corona this afternoon. Before we enter for the sensitization, we minister they do and governor. Maybe the first question I go ask for Dr. Glory, na say waiting with the talk. Doctor, some confusion day outside just now. Since this week it passed, we get minister for sick people. We it is struggle for meet with scientific people them. Palava this AstraZeneca vaccination or the injection for Corona. Wait if you talk for country people them concerning that injection. Even as so me I be here say they make people them bloody the tight for inside skin. EU doctor then they don't talk say no it is safe, but some other people they also talk say no not true.
Thank you, Ambassador. Before I want for answer that question on the safety and effectiveness for that vaccine, I want first of all to talk say, you know, when COVID this disease will start, many doubts be there. People they be there where they argue say no, it not exist. Even right to now, you still find people the way they still talk say it not exist. But you realize say the rate of the people the way they talk say it not exist, you know, it don't start drop. and now more people they not become aware say this disease it really dey because it touch everybody the hear the death. And in as much as those barrier measures they no dey still be respected, but people they be conscious say now before I get into a crowd I get to wear my mask, at least I get to keep some distance and all the like. Ambassador, this vaccination issue now waiting, you know, for disease preventable control we usually get a vaccine where it could give way to what they call and say herd immunity or population immunity. You know, now another way this for fortify the population from contracting the illness or for make the illness say make it loss for society. What did this one mean? You see, like measles. If I go by the wordings of Dr. Sumaya, the world scientist, Dr. Sumaya used the analogy of the measles vaccine. You know, the herd immunity for measles na 95%. What it means, it means say if 95% of picking them they be vaccinated against measles, the 5% of the population where they not be vaccinated, this 95% they could already cover them. Even if this 5% they not get this vaccine. So nothing that they try equally also with the polio vaccine. Polio vaccine get a kind of herd immunity of about 80%. Well, it means if 80% of the population it be immunized or vaccinated against 20%, even if by chance maybe they not be fit for get them, they could be protected. Now the same kind of thing where they happen with this severe acute respiratory syndrome (COV-2) virus, where it causes COVID-19 disease. Now the kind of the same thing. Now the analysis shows say if we get herd immunity or the population immunity to about 60 to 70%, then the rest of the people, even if they not get the vaccine, they could be healthy. Now herd immunity to go for two ways. You feel either get direct the vaccine or you be exposed to the disease, and then your body they could produce now the antibodies for fight. But this second option, you know, the world body scientists they not like them, because if you allow people say may they go first in contact with this disease, one, the virulence of the disease, how many people they go sick, by the time some people they want sick, maybe their health condition, how many they could not die. So they come up with the vaccine being another second means for protect the body, so that the body immune system, the antibodies will be produced when they recognize say now the kind diseases they can remember and then they can fight against through the vaccine. Now vaccine, many people they talk say when you inject that vaccine it will give you sick. No, the components of a vaccine are waiting. One, now the killed virus, that means the virus where it live again or the weak form. The second, now the adjuvant means that some substance they put down for boost your immune system, so that if it produces antibodies, so that when next it find the disease it come, it could fight them and it could protect itself, and equally it could protect the others for the society. The third thing, it be a stabilizer, so it could help for protect and for stabilize the virus and the immune system, you know. So with these components of the vaccine, we see and say it be under control. So some body day where they call and say COVAX. That means the COVID vaccine global access. Now one of the three pillars of a kind of body where they control the diagnosis, the treatment, and even the vaccine for the COVID. You get a UNICEF Day a member, you get a WHO, where many people they know again about WHO and the rest. So the AstraZeneca vaccine where yes, so now one of those vaccines where this body COVAX, you know, they try to regulate them for ensure equitable access, so that make everybody get access for that kind of protection. So this AstraZeneca vaccine it be produced for Korea and equally for India. Now experience it don't show, because even now for phase 3 you get 3 phases of the trial, clinical trial. Phase 1 where you use just a few number of people like 20 to 50 for try whether the vaccine it get adverse effects. Normally vaccines they used to get adverse effects like maybe redness when they inject you, it may be swelling, you know, some kind of allergy, there may be fever. Now the kind of allergy is that even that blood clot we talk. So now most countries they don't inject and they don't signal, because it's still in a clinical trial process. They don't signal say, hey, it's causing blood clot. Now why that here most of their countries they don't hold. Say make the try am again, make dem look again into it. So e don pass the phase 1, phase 2, and now it is the phase 2 now. They vaccinate now 100 of people, and phase 3 thousands of people. Now when they see the AstraZeneca vaccine, you know, it go now for that clinical trial, and each time any sign it be indicated, adverse effects it be notified, they go halt, and then they go back to the drawing table. This COVAX will be made up of all these bodies, them the epidemiologic preparedness also they inside. They go back for look, assess, monitor properly, monitor the patients, and then see how they feel continue for the night. So this vaccine issue now for protect we now true say you not just get for go take vaccine away until we not understand them. You get for first of all understand say if you take this vaccine it go help your body for fight against, because if you leave say everybody be exposed to the disease, because now one way that it could also protect. But with this vaccine, you know, it will cover a larger population, and then that transmission if it reduce.
Now, some doubt the inside on top the chapter. Sabi say when other country them for outside they start talk say, hey, this vaccine when government one go take the same vaccine. White man country then they don't start denying, then government one go take and bring her. Now that doubt for blood clot, you the one you try for talk say that one not just was still the testing stage. It never really be.
Of course, AstraZeneca, you know, it will just be approved for the start the user, because it inside that clinical trial period in I think it was 15th of February this year. Now thousands of people as I talk, they receive this vaccine. Now those are the adverse effects where they come. The blood clot, now one of those adverse effects, because vaccines they get their adverse effects, but it not be that kind of mortal way with the year stories. Then people they die. If it be, you know, but this regulatory body, they in charge. But when they hear something, they go one for check, they halt and check. So the scientific technicians for Cameroon equally, I feel say they also look into that. For be sure say make the vaccine be safe and maybe effective to those who they receive, and they not be enough for compel somebody may take them, because criteria they did before you want to receive the vaccine. So they no can compel anybody for take them. But again, I want for talk say 2 ways and the way we fit fight against this disease, forget this herd immunity. One of the way now for be exposed to the disease, I repeat myself, so that when you be exposed to the disease now, you get them, then now it will remind or will train your immune system for produce antibody will be like soldier, so that when next it see that kind sick the come, it will fight against. Now one way that, second way now through this vaccine. Now if the percentage for attain this herd immunity, because this virus, you know, it transmissibility high, you know, we not compare them with it may be the human papilloma virus where now you get to take yourself sexually, you get that kind of virus. You know, now what way it involve a group of people. Now what I see, there's a lot of concern. Where if we not get this kind of herd immunity, you know, we could continue for the endanger each other. So now they see say with that vaccine, if they put a bit of the dead vaccine inside for reactivate, for train your system, so that when you see that sick they come, it could quickly fight against. They say now 60 to 70%. If we expose all our population, say any man they get them before, now how many we could bury them before one reach for that kind herd immunity where could protect we. So now whether the vaccine for that kind of minimal way, when they inject them, it train the system very fast, and then like that the
Ambassador, I guess some question I want to ask doctor. When they say you have blood clot, if you survive, or when you have blood clot, so you know if you survive. When you have blood clot now, how you go still there alive?
Of course. When but the vaccine they on a clinical trial basis, you know, monitoring agents in there. When something go wrong, they disturb. Blood clotting for those with cardiovascular diseases, blood clotting for the atherosclerosis, now named that for one of those kinds, and treatment day towards that. So before the one engage into something, they always know how to counteract.
And then when you take the vaccine, you still get for the protect yourself with mask and what you get for the people, other person doing what take the vaccine.
Yes, you still get for protect yourself. Yes, you still get for protect yourself because there are 2 doses. Up to now, they recommend 2 doses of the vaccine, because the first dose, you know, don't train your system enough for, you know, that's why you see that disease if you fight them. Then they go now for second dose for continue for the empower, reinforce the system. So, in as much as you take this vaccine, you know, now a new sick way, now new virus where studies still go on. It just come, we still study them. Maybe now after this generation, now they go know say, when you don't take that vaccine, first dose, second dose, there's no need for masks. But as it stands, the studies that they still go on, for be on the safer side. We will not say the transmission through droplets when you talk or when you cough. So when you put on the mask, it protects. Even if you don't receive that vaccine, it also protect not only yourself, it protect the next
person. Other old sick, then they don't be for long vaccine. No, come on, why be say corona just come out just of recent vaccine don't come out one time?
Of course, because again, it own way for transmission. Now the kind of massive, through those air droplets. Through the air droplets, it affect a whole, and that is shut down. That is shut down almost the whole world. Now, how many viruses them? How many diseases they where they don't shut down the whole world? So it affect the economic, the social, all those other parts. So in order to say, make we not continue for the live in, we will live for that kind of shutdown system for how long? So now why there be a global concern? So now about understanding why did they talk about the vaccine, and if politics once pass for inside, say maybe the vaccine have for render people sterile, have for kill people and all of that, those ones too, you get counter actions where they go to come. But again, will be educated and for know say vaccine, where to be the aim for vaccine. Now for train the body so that it develops soldiers them. So that it will stand. When he sees the enemy, they come. The enemy, that pathogen, the antigen, the virus, the SARS. When he see and where they come, it already recognize them, and they already put a blockage. And then like that, he free you, and then he also free the person by your side.
Ambassador, I want to beg the Minister of Public Health say, now the old people they be so too exposed for this issue.
So you want to
people they sick, the first time that old people they win. Especially when they don't win this. May not die for we, no die.
Okay. The criteria that. Yes, above 70, they be prioritized.
Yeah, before the one come, may not go for no school for now. May they go.
Inject all
people them.
Okay.
And it not be obligated. It not be by force.
No,
anyway, it not get for be by force.
No, it not get for be by force. You sabi say Prime Minister say after be the announce say Cameroon go for the vaccine. It be talking about by force. It talk say all man get for take no be na by force. But
if na correct vaccine, all man get for take by force. So that mean no go contaminate other people. Because when one man die, it means say government the loss.
Now why
all man get for take
Now why that way
the not by force.
Not by force. Now why that way the education it be very vital. You get to know why you get to take that vaccine. If you need 60 to 70% of this herd immunity, we go cover with the whole world. So that means the 40% or 30 they not be taken. Their chances too for sick. If you understand, say now they roll this nothing way they do. We all will fit submit to it.
All right, and just for Sabi say concerning this corona thing, as we don't see image where the pass. Governor for Southwest too, he be there for outside, and he be the talk for driver. Them say any person will come for can enter motor we knock out the face mask. They don't give them the go ahead. May they add the person the money, then give face mask. Job, you see that one like saying that way. He go really hold water. Well, I just come up for boya, and I feel come and say, well, no be now all people that boya they need to wear them the mask. It like say governor be just campus a show after a show you go inside 10 people they if you see up to 2 people that they wear mask.
Well, the governor too he try for make and say he go make the population so make may not be infected with the disease. Now for we for protect ourselves, not be now for a good now for our own good. When you talk and so it means say nothing where the government we don't talk ever since. Now for can reinforce them. So you want travel, hold mask, because mask don't be now until it go even pass ID card. Sometimes if some motor the control break, you want to say why you wear a mask. You want to put you for down a different thing. So the governor they play now his own rule. He dey for them for semi protect the people that for inside Southwest. So you go for park for go pay your transport. If you know who your mask, no say your transport. As he talk, your transport go act automatically.
So you should not say some confusion that way once that happen again.
So you mean to say any transporter go get mask inside motor.
And if he tax you with a maximum 1,000.
Yeah, you get for be forced to buy them. Because when you wish your controller, if you not get and they will hold you for it.
All right, before we finish, we could take una enter for Barry Somto now for inside the Mungo division for that side. Now the population for Barry Somto where they come out for outside this week, where the top, with the vex after where they can bury some person for that side. So for Barry Somto for corner water, with the whole village in the use them. According to them, they hear say the person be die for Sika Corona and they can bury and just for corner water where people they use them. Yango, this one too, it go be for your field. These people them, the vex, say they buried person way die for corona, for water, where they use them. The staff here they hate.
Now true say water, corona not be transmitted through water, but again, hygienically and ethically, not correct. I don't know whether those where they be carry out that kind of activity, they be know say water they around it, and if they be know, how they consider say if not the way they stay for that area, and then they know say they don't bury somebody by that water, how they go drink. Now true say get the filtration process from up where they go right to the water table where the water they come out, but again ethically and hygienically it not speak well. So I feel say if now so they get for the bury people then make them equally the make studies. For see, we get some general cemetery there where they used to go bury people then.
Yeah, normally
general
for
cemetery, yes. So me they need to bury people there for place where people then too they stay. And
the population be prepared for dig the die body back come out a job. If na you where you use water, your reaction to
me I know say normally when you enter for some village or any place where you be new person before one especially when you get a dead body, they get for contact maybe na chief or a quarter head where they give a show side. If it be say graveyard no dey, but normally any side body stay they must get a graveyard. They will give a show you play, they give a show the person way maybe a stranger, they give a show you who side we get for bury the dead body. It pass me how you can bury person where the villagers they don't know the chief you don't know or the quarter head. So you know correct before the one bring person for bury him, and not say either the chief or the quarter head, they get for show you place you go bury. I know you get for just can't bury person for just decide for bury person for any kind of place. So I don't know how that kind issue it pass for the normally they get for some person for inside village, authority inside village. They get for be down when they bury that person. They get for show side, they get for bury that person. You know, go decide to go bury person for corner water the whole village user. You know correct.
All right, country people them who sabi say if we get for talk on top chapter for corona and we skin, we go she down on top plenty with time too. It don't finish. I want to say big thank you for Reverend Dr. Glory Befeke. Me I dey calling a Yango. Na so they call plenty of the pastors and for PCC. Thank you plenty.
Thank you, Ambassador. And I want for continue the tell population say the diagnosis for hospital now it is showing say many people they will already be exposed to this virus because when we do the test like serological test, the IgG it will be positive. Where it shows chronicity, where they show say the body don't become now active where if it produce your antibodies for fight. So make we all know say this thing not be myth. Say coronavirus it be real, the disease be real. And when it comes to the vaccine, at the one the press say make we pause down, or try for pipe down again, try for reason, try for read, understand where to be vaccine, understand why we get for do wait where they say vaccination, so that because all the over talk, it not going to help we, so that if we be safe, save ourselves and save one another and our future generation. Okay, Job. I thank you to plenty.
Thank you, Tori Boy. I want to say thank you for all population following us for outside there, and special salute to go for Mrs. Echo. We did for that side for the Dewey International School and principal and the vice principal, Mr. Jam, and other population for Dewey. So and I want also trace a lot for people the way they get for camp for event that happen today. We will launch our uniform way Pidgin News Group. We go happen today. We go start for 6 p.m. So any people we get for camp there today, we trade and salute say be fine, and I trust say the thing will pass fine.
All right, country people, then we go surely see you now when we see on Monday if Papa God agree as well they come up for here again. Big Asha for Job, Desiree Lost Palm, Madam Kimbo Elento. Big salute for you and Asha and the Osas family. With them too, they start for prepare for the burial for Paben. We go happen next week for Bafia. Country people them rebroadcast on Sunday morning time for 8:30. Ambassador go surely turn back for Monday 8 o'clock if Papa God agree. But big thank you for the team who will be there with them today. I know for fit do the team one. We get Danny Warenzede, Malice, Derek, Francis Boyon, and Innocent Abega. Sote for Monday. Una hold am tight.
Depuis 16 ans, nous avons mis du cœur et toute notre expertise pour sélectionner la meilleure semoule de qualité